4:30 on WKYT this morning. After spending 5 days behind bars, a federal judge released Kim Davis from jail. Coming up, we'll take you to Rowan County for the latest on all of that.
A man is dead after crashing on I-75 last night. Hear what police say led to the accident.
And police say they have many unanswered questions after a body was found in a northern Kentucky home.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome. It's great to have you along on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey in for Rebecca today.
Want to check weather right off the top here. We've had a string of summer-like days.
Haven't we?
And I think
Yes.
that's about to finally come to an end. Meteorologist Micah Harris, he's up and had it with us. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hot summer day, long gone now. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the 80s, 70s, and believe it or not, in the 60s there towards your weekend. Those are for highs, not lows. Check out outside, a couple of sprinkles up toward Owen and Grant County. This is the big bulk of rain that we're watching back towards St. Louis, heading our direction, slowly but surely getting toward us. And out and about right now, we're pretty dry. I'm really not seeing many issues whatsoever. Temperatures, check these out, 72 degrees there in Frankfort. We'll finish off the day right around 82 degrees, showers and thunderstorms in the forecast, which a lot of us are excited about. We'll talk about that and also that October feel coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Micah, thank you. We'll see you in a bit. Well, she is out of jail and back with her family this morning. Tuesday afternoon, a federal judge lifted a contempt of court order against Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis.
Now, it came after Davis spent 5 days in the Carter County Detention Center. When she walked out of the jail with her attorneys and Republican presidential candidate Mike Huckabee, she was greeted by a large crowd of supporters. Judge David Bunning released Davis from jail yesterday, saying her office is complying with his order to issue marriage licenses. But Davis's lawyers won't say if she'll follow the judge's rule not to interfere. So now attention is turning back to the Rowan County Clerk's office. WKYT's Garrett Weimer has the latest from Rowan County.
We don't know if Kim Davis will be back here at the Rowan County Courthouse when the clerk's office opens at 8 a.m., but we do know she's expected to be back sometime this week now that she's out of jail. They came from across the country, flocking to Carter County.
So I took a 7-hour trip and I came here, and I'm happy that I came here.
For many, it was a pilgrimage to support their sister in Christ.
We came because of the call of Christ that this woman is standing for.
Rising up, back on the street.
She got a rock star's welcome, taking the stage to thunderous applause and Eye of the Tiger. Once on stage,
Thank you all so much.
a clearly emotional Davis composed herself, then thanked everyone for their support and prayers.
You are a strong people. We serve a living God who knows exactly where each and every one of us is at. Just keep on pressing. Don't let down, because he is here. He's worthy, he's worthy.
I am willing to spend the next 8 years in the White House leading this country, but I want you to know I'm willing to spend the next 8 years in jail, but I'm not willing to spend one day under the tyranny of people who believe they can take our freedom and conscience away.
Even now that Davis is out of jail, her supporters say the fight for which she stands, religious liberty, is far from over. As for what that means when she's back inside her office here, we'll have to wait and see. In Rowan County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Now, the Associated Press talked to Davis's mother, Jean Bailey, at yesterday's rally. Bailey spent 37 years as Rowan County Clerk before her daughter was elected last year. She said if faced with the same decision on marriage licenses, she probably would have retired. But Bailey said Davis is too young to retire, and she supports her daughter's decision.
Before the judge ordered Davis to jail last week, protesters had been gathering outside the Rowan County Courthouse. It was quiet there yesterday after Davis was released from jail. The Rowan County Judge Executive and one of the couples who had been trying to get a marriage license told us it is time for the county to move on. They hope that Kim Davis follows the judge's order and allows her office to continue issuing marriage licenses.
I'm hoping she does. I'd like to see, not that y'all aren't nice to be around, but I would like to see this thing over with and let's move forward. There's lots of things I'd like to be doing in this county besides answering reporters every day.
It's going to be kind of mixed feelings, you know. It's not going to be this happy memory that we have. It's going to be, we're going to look back and see that it was a struggle, but, you know, at least we fought for it, and I think it's worth fighting for.
David Moore says he and his partner received a marriage license Friday after Davis turned them away multiple times.
Governor Beshear said again Tuesday that he would not call a special legislative session to deal with marriage license issues. He said it would be a waste of taxpayer money since all but 3 of Kentucky's county clerks are complying with the law.
What you had here was a public official who voluntarily ran for election to that office, who is being paid $80,000 of taxpayers' money, and the statute set out the duties of that office. But then she decided she could pick out the duties that she would perform and not perform some of the others.
2 years ago, the Kentucky legislature passed a religious freedom law to make sure government action does not interfere with religious beliefs protected by the First Amendment. But the governor said he doesn't think it allows a public official not to do their job. New this morning, Lexington police have made 4 arrests in a credit card forgery ring. According to an arrest citation, the 4 women are all from Florida except for one. Mayra Porta Zamora is from Nicholasville. Police say the 4 women were all arrested at Fayette Mall yesterday. The citation says the women were caught using forged credit cards to buy thousands of dollars worth of goods.
Now, coming up on 4:37 on WKYT this morning, and state police say a man is dead after he crashed in Rockcastle County Tuesday night. State police say it happened just after 9 o'clock on I-75 near the 64-mile marker. They say 33-year-old Kevin Savage was traveling on I-75 when he lost control of his SUV, hit the cable barrier in the median, and flipped his vehicle. Investigators say Savage was not wearing a seatbelt at the time of the accident and was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators say no other vehicles were involved. This morning we have some new information on a story we're tracking out of northern Kentucky. Investigators say there are many unanswered questions after a man's body was found in a basement. Authorities say information gathered in separate investigations led them to the home in Dayton, Kentucky. They believe the man's body had been there for nearly a half a year before it was discovered. The police chief says the man is not a match to any local missing persons report. They hope an autopsy can provide them with some more information.
This morning, Lexington firefighters are still trying to figure out what caused a fire that badly damaged a house Tuesday. The fire started yesterday afternoon in a home on Sugar Bush Trail near Hayes Boulevard. Firefighters say the house was damaged extensively and the exterior of a neighboring house was also damaged. They think the fire started in a garage. Firefighters say the homeowner was taken to the hospital as a precaution. The homeowner also says her dog escaped during the fire and hasn't been seen since. She shared this picture of the dog, a black border collie named Milo.
Hopefully somebody can find the dog. Well, this morning, Kentucky Utilities is warning folks about a telephone scam. According to Berea Online, the scammer will call and claim to be an employee asking you to pay your bill by phone. The caller ID will show up as a 1-800 number from KU. If you refuse to pay over the phone, the scammer will allegedly then threaten to disconnect your electricity. If you get one of those calls, Kentucky Utilities says to call them and report it immediately.
A new playground has been dedicated to the memory of a Central Kentucky mother and daughter who police say were murdered. The playground was dedicated at Bardstown Elementary School, where Kathy Netherland taught. Police found Netherland and her 16-year-old daughter Samantha dead in their Nelson County home last year. Family members say the playground is a perfect way to remember Kathy and Samantha.
It's so hard sometimes to separate Kathy's life from what happened to her, and we try hard as a family to remember the good and not the bad, and this is something that puts the focus back where it should be, on her.
Police have still not made any arrests for the murders. Family members are offering a $50,000 reward in the case. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is working on a new project to help young victims of trauma. Now they're asking the community to donate teddy bears to give to children. The sheriff says a local insurance company is sponsoring the project. Deputies want the bears to keep in their cruisers. They'll give the bears to any children involved in serious incidents. If you'd like to donate, bears can be dropped off next month at Martin's Insurance Group on West 5th Street in London.
Hundreds of people preparing to welcome visitors to Lexington for the Breeders' Cup gathered to talk about the big event that's coming up. The official Breeders' Cup kickoff for frontline hospitality staff and volunteers was held yesterday out at Keeneland. More than 300 people attended. Organizers say they have an important job during the Breeders' Cup.
Well, we want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to welcome people with a warm Lexington greeting and make them feel like that we're so thrilled to have them in the horse capital of the world.
The Breeders' Cup will be held October 30th and 31st. It is the first time the event has been held at Keeneland, and so the excitement is growing. And of course, American Pharaoh is going to be there. So.
I know, everybody getting ready for it, so it'll be a lot of fun. Big weekend.
Yeah, 4:41 on WKYT this morning, and we're just getting started here on your Wednesday.
Living in poverty is tough on children, especially when it comes to their developing brains. Moms Every Day has that story ahead.
And we're looking pretty dry right now for the most part. We have a few showers to the far north and northeastern zones, but look at the rain on the way. This makes a lot of us smile. I'll get into that forecast coming up.